Like, Som's had to donate an AK, he's got no Kevlar, so fair enough. And I know Automatic's good with the Deagle, but I think just on ping alone, give Automatic the AK-47, in my opinion.
Yeah, I would have to agree with that. Damper and Geng.G. A lot of spray coming through the smoke down there. Could have been very dangerous with the AKs on the other side. Are they going to try and run the same thing again? Kooster is still up there. He's still got the smoke. It's a very similar setup, although he's going to fall back. Last time he was sticking around top mid to cause a distraction. This time, it looks like they're just going to go all in. I mean, they were close to winning that last round, so maybe they just think, you know what? Next time it'll be our turn.
And here comes the swing. Pitbull's going first to take the distraction away. Som is just cannon fodder, allowing his teammates to take position. But we need these frags to come through now. Bentet took with 2, of course. He loves himself some frags on the B bomb site. Now we've got 3 rifles on the remaining players. Daps planting the bomb. He's got another smoke for CT, and Bentet's got a superior angle, but he can't avoid that flashbang. Goes down for free. Mitch goes beyond the position now, and Daps has got to deliver with his high ping included.
Yeah, 2-on-2, and the bomb is only just down, so plenty of time here for FPX to set this one up. They have some grenades if they need to. HG's not going to do much of anything behind there. Daps, there's the headshot. In spite of the ping, he's going to be able to make it work. And now Automatic in a good position. He's got the AK. He's just going to sneak away, and that's also very smart. The bomb is planted way out in the open, so now he's around construction, and he's put himself in an amazing position. Comes off the defuse, and Automatic, he will have heard that as well. He's going to swing for it. He goes down, but there is no time left anyway. Mitch is going to have to make a run for it, and Geng.G will be on 12 rounds.
It's a pretty good position on coffins from Daps. He's got the shadow warning as the CT starts to swing from construction.
Yeah, that works out extremely well.
Yeah, it really did. So they capitalized on that Geng.G. After all that damage in the round prior, they went for that force buy. It worked out for them. They did lose a lot of players, so this will be an interesting round in terms of what both teams bring to the table. As we can see, there are only 2 rifles for Funplus Phoenix, but there's only 3 for Geng.G. Daps going for the Mac 10. Automatic on the Deagle once again. He's like the simple of a force buy round for Geng.G. Taking the Deagle because he's that damn good.
Yeah, he is. I don't know. I mean, it's hard to actually be simple, but maybe in spirit he could try. He's like Highlander, isn't he? Simple, like, could be only one. Ooh, crashies. Not gonna go for it. Thought maybe he would, but this is looking very scrappy for FPX, isn't it? AWP, M4, they're on crashies, and they've invested everything into the round.
I think ecos in apartments will be interesting. If we get Deagle shots through that gap in the door, we could see some fun things in the future. But now it's, well, there's mostly the CTs with the Deagles. Just the dry peaks coming through. Bentet with a superior angle, though. But what else lies on the B bomb side? That's a question. They've got that alert smoke once again. Som with an angle on the sandbags, and they start to creep yet further. Geng.G with the CZ could be dangerous here. Don't seem to have identified exactly where he is. Creeping around that smoke in the meantime. We've got frags on the A bomb site, but B has been cleared out. Mitch alone now. Surely he saves his rifle. He's heading towards the B bomb site, but he's got half HP. 1 versus 3. And now he's got nothing. I think he should have been saving that.
Yeah, even especially with hindsight, I guess. But yeah, even beforehand, we could have made that calculation almost certainly. Kusta is 25 and 13. I'm pretty sure somewhere out there, Moses is fully wrecked watching this game.
Fully wrecked?
Erect.
Oh,
thanks for making me clarify that, James. I appreciate it.
I was wondering if you just wouldn't say anything, but you were committed. I respect that.
Well, so is Jason been to Kusta's career, and it's slightly starting to pay off. It's my barometer for how much imbalance there is in the universe is when things are starting to work out for Jason. And
well, even a broken clock is right twice a day, right?
Yeah, well, and even then, that's more than Jason. So about that.
We've got a stack, a hybrid stack.
Was the horse just laughing at my joke?
Maybe. We like to see CTs in the pool with the tower, the motorcade tower. What do you call it when cheerleaders are on motorbikes? It's not really a motorcade, is it? Motorcade's more like a president is arriving, but I don't know what you call it. Anyway, someone can tweet me if you know anything about cheerleaders and motorbikes.
Yeah, it's not exactly my area, but now I'm interested to know if there's an official term.
Actually,
for it.
I know a cheerleader. I'm going to ask her. Geng.G making progress towards towards A and B, really. Oh, but the AK will be taken out. That's immediate information, though. And they're in position to seize the A bomb site in the meantime. Geng.G entertaining, and Daps is going to lose another rifle. Now, this is where things become really bad, because 5 versus 3 with 2 rifles, they're probably going to go for this.
And they could very well lose those rifles. There's still a Molotov on automatic, so if they get slowed down, that grenade... Oh, they nearly line up. I can't believe they didn't all die then. Well, they do now instead, so yeah.
All right. Never mind. It's pretty good.
They went for it. Feeding Kusta more kills. 28 and 13.
Man like Kusta. I think he'll end up being underrated for a while. I still want to see him on AWP, but he's definitely doing his job today in the role he's been given. Bentek continuing to blossom on the Geng.G team as well.
You feel like they've been stretched too far now, FPX. It looked like they even could have had a chance to get even more rounds here on Inferno, but now it's like they've run out of power a little bit. Oh, I say that, and they do get a couple of good kills there on Banana. Following through, that was 3 people pushing that.
That was a wild play, but will it pay off? Mitch is alone towards the A bomb site. They have to realize A is weak, especially with that frag. There's got to be one player lurking with that investment towards B. And look at the response from Funplus Phoenix, taken down by Daps. I think the Samkeys are there by the bomb carrier automatic in second. Mid, he's going to lose the bomb to Mitch. Things are getting out of control now. The trades continue. Now it's Kusta versus Peter.
He's going to
Peter
win
has no idea where Kusta is, and there's the 30 bomb straight in the head. Thank you for playing. Match point Geng.G.
Yeah, there was no way someone was going to stop Kusta at that moment. He's so focused. 30 kills in just 25 rounds. What a beast. And that's going to give them 5 match points. They're about to knock out FPX.
In that portrait of Kusta, he kind of looks like he's got his ex-girlfriend in a suitcase. It's a little bit sinister, don't you think? But just, I mean, she wouldn't have to be dead, would she? She'd be trying to save on the economy tickets. Maybe it's a kind of game. 5 versus 2. I can't concentrate now. Crashies and Mitch with the MP9s. A very tall order. Mitch behind the sandbags, facing a Molotov. Crashies of an off angle, second mid. They've done their best, FPX, but it looks like they all come up short on Inferno.
It's almost offensive watching Geng.G play well, because it makes you wonder, why haven't we been seeing this more? We were all excited at the beginning. If Kusta could keep playing this well, Som has been, I mean, Inferno's been a little bit slower for him, but the first map was amazing for Som. So we just want to see this more, way more often.
That's ticket pass suffering from Ping, but his team will finish off the job, and there it is. Another victory for Geng.G. Looking stronger for sure on Inferno. It was definitely a catch-up on Mirage, but it's sort of 2-0, and it's not too late for them to have a better performance as this tournament continues.
Yeah, I thought that was very cool. Nice to see. I want to see that kind of Geng.G way more often. That was fun. Kusta playing an amazing game. Yeah, we need to see that a little bit more. We'll get the full breakdown on the desk after the break, so stay tuned.
Ex-girlfriend in a suitcase, oh no, it's serious. Just as Morrissey might have sung if he'd been listening to James Wadolph's commentary there. So, not the series we anticipated, 2-0 Geng.G.
Yeah, this was a good look from Geng.G, surprisingly. I actually saw them outlining some of the ways they wanted to play Inferno, as opposed to just kind of hoping FPX crumble as they did on Mirage. So, yeah, but can't stop talking about Kusta. This guy has had the sickest resurgence in Flashpoint.
He really has, and you're right, Geng.G. This was an Inferno that was once again a little shaky, and that's been the ongoing story for this Geng.G side. But I gotta say, kudos to this B defense. I think Ben10 and Som really catapulted this Geng.G side to actually start putting some rounds on the board. If you noticed, FPX, they couldn't get into that B bomb site, and anytime they did, Geng.G had a successful retake. It was the weakness of that A bomb site that allowed FPX to put many rounds on that T side of things, but you know, when you have the B bomb site on lock, you can start cheating your defensive members over towards A and start reinforcing that defense. So I thought, you know, this was a different look from Geng.G, but once again, sloppy as well.
What was really cool about the B defense, I thought, is that the way that Geng.G would start every round is that they would have Som pretty much just brawl out towards Banana. And frequently he would come out with, you know, 20 HP from nade damage, chip damage, a stray shot here or there. And Geng.G would actually rotate either automatic or Kusta to the B site and replace Som at that A site so that he can just play with the pack-in with 3. And that just showed that Geng.G actually did some prep work for this map. They actually had an innovative idea that they brought to the table, that they weren't just playing the standard default style that we've been seeing throughout this entire tournament.
Look at Kusta's ADR.
Oh man, 132 ADR, 31 frags. He's definitely been the shining light for Geng.G's, and we have to remember, there was even an eco that Geng.G barely scraped by, and even in that T side of things, it was Kusta closing out those rounds. So hey, if these rounds look a little bit more different, FPX, they get the economy on their side of things. So once again, Geng.G, they've got to be counting their lucky stars.
Yeah, and I have to say as well, Geng.G, if you get lucky once or twice, that's luck. If something happens a lot, that's actually like the consistency. They won a lot of clutches today. There was a lot of scenarios. I'm thinking of that round where Mitch came out on the T side of Inferno, gets a double entry on the guy balcony in the side.